Hello kids, my mathematicians, welcome to today's class. In today's class, you'll be learning about square root of whole numbers. What are square roots? Remember in our previous class, we learned the meaning of square. We said that the square of a number is the result we get by multiplying a number by itself. Now, we are going to be learning about the opposite. What is a square root? What does it entail? What's the meaning of square root? This is what you'll be seeing in this class. Now, the square root. Square root is just the opposite of the square, like I said earlier. You can think of it as the root of the square, or the number that was used to make this square. Now, for example, we said 3 times 3 is 9. So what is the square root of 9? That is, what is the number that we use to make 9? That's 3. So, the square root is what? 3. Why this square is 9. So you can see, you can think of it as the root of the square, which is this 3, being the root of this square, which is 9. Or can say it is the number that was used to make this square. So the number used to make this square is called its square root. So the square root of 9 is what? 3. Now this is the sign or the symbol that we used, or that is used for square root, to denote, to connote, to tell us that this is what we are looking for. If you see this sign, it means it's asking you to find the square root. Let's look at some examples. For example, what is the square root of 9? Like we said earlier, 3, right? What is the square root of 16? 4. Meaning, what two numbers can I multiply by each? What number can I multiply by itself to give me 16? The number is 4. What number can I multiply by itself to give me 81? The number is 9. Now, going to another method. This method requires us to find the square root of perfect squares using prime factorization. It is usually used when the number is large and when it is a perfect square. The number is large and when it is what? A perfect square. Now there are 3 steps involved. First step, you resolve the given number into prime factors. This number you are looking for, that you have been asked to look for the square root, you resolve it into prime factors. Make pairs of similar factors and take the product of prime factors, choosing one factor out of every pair. Now, what are prime factors? Prime factors simply numbers that we use to multiply by each other to give a set number. Let's see that in our example. We have about 2 examples to simplify this for us. Now we have 484. We've been asked to find the square roots by the prime factorization method. Now let's see what we get. Now we use 2. 2 divide 484 is 2 for 2. How? 2 divide 4, 2. 2 divide 8, 4. 2 divide 4, 2. Right? Now, can 2 divide this? Yes. 2 divide 2 is 1. 2 divide 4 is 2. 2 divide itself 1. So this is 484, 242. And what number can we use to divide 121? That number is 11. The number that can divide 121 is 11 at itself. Remember, 11 times 11 is 121. and 11 is a prime number. So 11 divided 121 is 11 itself. 11 divided itself is 1. So what do we get here? 484 is what? 2 times 2 times 11 times 11. This is what we have here. Remember, our previous step asked us to choose one of the factors, one of the repeating factors. We have 2 repeating and 11 repeating itself. So what do? Pick out one of these 2, or pick out one of the 11. So 2 times 11 is what? Yeah, 22. So it means that the square root of 484 is 22. Now let's find the square root of 324 using the prime factorization. Let's see what we get. To divide this is 162. If we use the what? Long division. To divide 162 is 81. What can divide 81? 2 cannot divide 81, so we use 3. 3 divided 81 is 27. 3 divided 27 is 9. 3 divided 9 is 3. And 3 divided itself is 1. Now let's see. So 324 equals 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. You can see, put them separately. 2 pick out 1, 2 pick out 1, 2 pick out 1. So this is now 2 times 3 times 3. So therefore, the square root of 324 is 18, because 2 times 3 is what? 6, and 6 times 3 is 18. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 18. So the square root of 324 is 18. Now, like I said earlier, this is when we have a large number. A large number. Let's go back to some of the steps again. First step, resolve the number into prime factors. Second step, make pairs of similar factors, like we did here. What are our similar factors here? 2 times 2 are similar factors. So we pick one pair. 11 times 11 is a pair. Pick out one of the pairs. That is why this is 2 times 11. 22. Same happen here. 2 times 2 a pair, 3 times 3 a pair, 3 times 3 another pair. Pick out one of these 2, one of these 3, and one of these 3, making 2 times 3 times 3, giving us 18. Telling us that the square root of 324 is 18. Now this will be simplified more in class. Right? If you have questions, don't endeavor to ask in the question section, and when you get to class. So you've come to the end of this class. You've come to the end of this lesson. You are required to answer the quizzes and the assignment. Endeavor, meaning don't hesitate to ask questions. Go through this video all over to get better understanding. Bye.